Welcome to Therian Nation. I'm your host, Ulfrvith. In this video, I'd like to share my thoughts about how therianthropy is being explained to new people in the community who are curious and questioning. I've seen this on Amino mostly, but it's probably happening on other social media groups too. When it comes to introducing therianthropy, I see the base definition being provided. That's good, but no additional or supporting information is being given. People are not told often enough to learn more on their own. Here's a specific quote that I've seen. The only thing needed for you to call yourself a Therian is identifying as an animal. Nothing more. No shifts, memories, etc. They are unnecessary. Well, that's not exactly correct, and it's misleading. Why? Anyone can slap a label on themselves and start using a word. Providing only the definition and telling people that all they need to do is identify as an animal is a watering down of and a gross oversimplification of what therianthropes truly experience on a day-to-day basis. Really, humans are animals. So why do people identify as a non-human species? There must be a reason for it, not just because they want to. For example, let's use influenza to try and get this across better. Influenza, by definition, is a highly contagious viral infection of the respiratory passages, causing fever, severe aching, and catarrh, often occurring in epidemics. This definition actually contains some of the symptoms, but not all. To diagnose this illness, there's a lot more that physicians consider than just the definition. There are other symptoms, complications to look for, and many other details. I don't think therianthropy is an illness, disease, or mental disorder. I won't use the term symptoms, but there are indicators of therianthropy. Individuals need to actually be experiencing something outside of what is considered normal for human behavior. This could be shifts, behavior, instincts, or reactions to stimuli that are attributed to a non-human animal. And there is so much more. I'm currently putting together a list of indicators that I hope to share soon. I think we possibly need to expand the definition of modern therianthropy, or therianthrope, a little to make it more clear. Therianthrope, a person who identifies as a non-human animal on an integral personal level and exhibits indicators of modern therianthropy. This small addition might actually get people asking, what are the indicators, and do I have those? What evidence do I have to label myself a therianthrope? Also, we need to realize that this is a definition based on our own observations. We don't really know what being a therianthrope is from a scientific perspective. The definition could change significantly as scientists learn more about us. Also, what's happening is that, especially when a new person asks about shifts, that individual is being told that not everyone shifts. Then again, no further explanation is given. This is also not correct, and it's misleading. A lot of information is being left out. I think shifting is often what begins the awakening process. I personally think shifting should come first for most, but not all people who are therianthropes. What we see happen a lot today is people claim that they are fully awakened, and then they ask to be taught how to shift. This is not how it works. It's true that not all Therians shift, but there is a caveat to that. If one is not experiencing a shift from human mentality behavior to animal mentality behavior, then one must always be in this state of part human and part animal. They must always be both. This is known as contherianthropy, or being a contherianthrope. In addition to that, I recommend that everyone take the levels of integration into consideration. These were originally put together by Lena Will in 2009. It can be found on the Warelist forum or the Warelist archive if you have an account there, or on the Therian Timeline website in the section The Mind of the Were. The levels of integration are about halfway down the page under shifting. I also just added the levels of integration to the Therian wiki. Links will be below the video or the transcript. I have plans for a future video about integration as well, so that this information will be easier to find. I hope this video explains some issues that I'm seeing and how new people are being provided information. They need to be told that there is more to be learned, and they need to be provided with links to sources for that information. Otherwise, therianthropy is being reduced and oversimplified, and I think a lot of people are mislabeling themselves Therians with this limited information. With more information, people often realize that they were never Therians. That's okay, but this is why social media is not a great platform to help people learn about themselves. Social media and phone-based apps are good for 1 or 2 sentences, but that will never be accurate enough to help people. I'd like to see some thoughts about this from others. Do you agree? Do you disagree? I look forward to seeing your comments. Thank you for watching.